Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. How y'all doing? It's Kaiser, and we finally got the long-awaited teaser for the trailer for Aquaman 2. Okay, apparently we decide instead of releasing the trailer outright, they are releasing they've just released a 30-second teaser trailer for Aquaman 2 with the actual full-length trailer due to launch in a couple of days. And this is going to lead up to the movie, which apparently now has a date set for December 20th when it is going to be released in theaters. So, well, uh, we finally got a time, we finally got a date, and, well, we've finally got a lot more information regarding Aquaman 2.
Hold on to your butts.
And trust me, it ain't exactly good. I hate to say it. But yeah. So this has been a disastrous year for Warner Brothers. They have had nothing but loss after loss after loss. They've had all these movies that have come out this year and they've all lost money. Say Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Flash, Blue Beetle, and now Aquaman, Lost Kingdom is getting ready to come out. And yeah, this one, there's a lot of rumors speculating right now that this one is really bad. And how bad is it? Well, even over here on good old Bounding into Comics, so rumors are abounding in Hollywood right now that Warner Brothers is not marketing Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom because they know it's bad and they know it's going to lose money, which is a pretty damning report when you really get down to it. So a new rumor claims that Warner Brothers Discovery is not marketing Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom because the company knows the movie is bad and it will lose them money. So, let's see. The rumor comes from Scooper Casey Walsh on X, who responded to a question about why Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom trailer has not been released yet, despite the film set to arrive in theaters December 20th. Walsh wrote, because they know it's bad, they know it'll lose money, and they aren't putting a marketing budget behind it at all. Yeah, this is the last of the DCEU Snyderverse movies, which means that after this is when we will start to get the real James Gunn remakes, or basically the reboot of the entire franchise with James Gunn. So all these characters, none of this is going to matter going forward. So we're going to get this movie and it's not going to matter at all because nothing's going to be held over. The latest rumor comes after a report from the Hollywood Reporter's Boris Kitt, who claimed that the film underwent its third set of reshoots since it finished principal photography in January 2022. The previous two reshoots took place between summer of 22 and beginning of 23 and were done due to the film receiving an uninspiring test screenings. So yeah, this film has had to undergo not one, not two, but 3 rounds of reshoots to get this movie finally in the can and get the all of the stuff all taken care of and filmed for this movie. That's not a good sign. Just gonna put that out there. I say another viewer called Viewer Anon claimed, quote, I'll be honest, if we're half a dozen test screenings in and it's not looking great, I've consistently heard over the last year or so, last half year or so, that it's boring, not as good as the first, and potentially one of the worst DCEU movies. Yikes. A lot going on there. So, and even James Wan, the director, actually added, so the DCEU has been through lots of different versions. And one of the things that was challenging about the film was keeping track of what's going on, because there were so many reshoots and so many things going on that they really just, because production drug on for so long that nobody knew what the hell the story was going to be. So yeah, they've gotten to the point where, unfortunately, nobody has any clue where the story is going to go, which is just another way of saying that your story in your movie is going to be a big disjointed mess of plot. So yeah, with this year, however, recently DC installments have bombed at the box office. First two performing films were Blue Beetle and Shazam. Sorry, the worst performing films are Blue Beetle and Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Blue Beetle has grossed only 105.8 million globally. Shazam: Fury of the Gods brought in 132.1 million. The Flash also bombed, but it did manage to bring in 267.9 million globally. So this movie has got to make some money for them, and they are already pretty well confident. When the studio that makes your movie says that they're not confident this was going to actually make any money, and so they're trying to cut their losses by putting no marketing budget behind this, that's a bad sign. Yeah. So as I mentioned there, report that the Lost Kingdom, or Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom underwent their third set of reshoots due to issues with story clarity. Okay. Yeah, they were trying to they realized that the movie was even less clear and the plot even less comprehensible before they did more reshoots. So yeah, then they just said, all right, you know what? We're done tinkering with this movie. Let's just get it out there. So yeah, finally they've released the first, the teaser for the trailer. It's the 32-second teaser trailer delivers raw footage, new footage, and jacked Patrick Wilson ahead of full trailer dropping earlier this week. Give you an idea just how clunky this was. Apparently, this was a bit of a surprise even to the film's own director, James Wan. Apparently, he didn't even know. There was apparently he found out about it, posted to Instagram going, "Yep, apparently this dropped. I didn't know about it." And people are like, "Wait, we're getting a trailer for a trailer as well?" He's like, even James Wan on Instagram was like, "Yeah, I know, crazy." And say, that's just wild to me. So the budget for this movie is looking particularly bad. So Aquaman and Lost Kingdom budget was over $200 million before multiple reshoots. It says this report. So Lost Kingdom is already an expensive production. It was greenlit at $205 million budget and shot during the pandemic, which was a burdensome expense on tentpole productions. Additionally, every frame of the movie involves visual effects, another major cost. The reshoots have only raised the overall budget. So this movie could already be well over 300 million in total production costs. I mean, we don't have any solid numbers, but I'm just saying if it was approved for 205 million and then it's gone through 3 rounds of reshoots, all the VFX stuff and a lot of things that were happening with filming during pandemic time, I am conservatively saying that this movie could have a budget over 300 million, which is yet another reason why they're like, oh yeah, don't put any marketing money behind this movie at all because it's not going to make it back. And we just need it to try and break even. Because again, if they don't put any kind of marketing budget behind it, then all they have to do is just make back the production cost. And I mean, even if they break even at this point, for them, that's a net win considering that all their other movies this year have bombed. So that's kind of the situation where they find themselves in. So it's a really rough situation right now over there at Warner Brothers. And as we're going to get into with our next video, not looking so good for the Marvels over there and Disney as well. So other than that, please definitely go down there, hit that like button. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. I got new videos Monday through Friday, and I've got live streams on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And I will see you on the next video. Peace.